Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, Big Ski is Faith, and I got the homie with me, Wendy. Y'all, we are here tonight to discuss the happenings that have been taking place this week with a little bit of show news. We have combined the episode
Mm-hmm.
because we busy and I'm
We
tired.
be busy,
We
man.
be
What?
busy. We gotta work this out, Lord. Um, at any
Jesus.
rate, thank you guys for joining us. This is the size up slash. So we're gonna do right one day. Um, so I want to say congratulations to KeKe Palmer and her boo thing. They just brought a new life into this world. So definitely congratulations to her. She has been dating the younger brother of Sarunas Jackson. If you're not familiar with him, I forget his character name on Insecure. Um, oh my god, the one who had the open marriage. I can't think of his name. Wendy,
Girl,
help.
don't ask me. I don't know.
He from Insecure. He was a big part of Molly's story.
I know
Hold
who you talking about, but I just can't remember the name.
on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you in just a minute. He also played in games people play. Um, opposite Lauren London. Let's see. Oh, he's young. He's only 32. Dro. He played Dro on Insecure. So,
Let's see. Kiki's what, 29? What? 29,
yeah,
30?
KeKe is 29. No. This not the brother. That's Sarunas' age. His little brother is his little brother. So he might be around KeKe's age. I'm not sure how old that baby is, but KeKe is 29 years old. And she's somebody's mama. And I'm happy for her. She's very, very happy to be somebody's mama. Um, Also, shout out is going to Grace Byers, aka Boo Boo Kitty, because it's just fun to call her that. She is with child. She's married to Dre from Empire. I know that man's name. He actually out. Have you seen Harlem?
I've seen the first two episodes.
Okay,
I'm
so I'm
trying
not
to get
gonna spoil
into
it
it.
for you, but um, she is married. Grace Byers is married to her co-star from Empire, who was the oldest son of Lucius. His name is Try Byers. Yeah, I think that's how to pronounce his name. Um, I think they met on Empire, if I'm not mistaken, and was dating. They ended up getting married.
Mm-hmm.
Before the show ended, if I'm not mistaken, and she exited the show and went to go do some show on CW, if I'm not mistaken. But they have been working. He's on Broadway right now. They just premiered Harlem a few weeks ago. Um, Very good show. Make sure y'all check it out. It's on Amazon Prime right now. Megan Good, Grace Byers, um, the other two babies, because I really like it, Jared Johnson and Shaniqua Shonday, or Shondai. They are really, really good. Group together, group of girlfriends. And first of all, a lot of people are trying to pit Run the World and Harlem against one another, which I love both shows equally. Okay. I like how they have paired two veteran actresses on each show with two lesser known actresses. And it just makes it work for me. Didn't know who Jerry Johnson was before Harlem. The two actresses that play opposite Amber Stevens West and what's that baby's name? I can't think of her name right now. She real crazy. I love her. She just got married too. Congratulations to her. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you, Lonnie Love is the love doctor. Okay. Uh
Mm-hmm.
Cause Lonnie hooked this girl up. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this baby name. Just a minute. Brisha Webb, Amber Stevens West. They're kind of veterans, and then the other two actresses on the show, um, came in, and it just made it work. I don't care for an ensemble cast. What movie was that where it was like everybody we knew almost in like the black acting industry? Um, it was about a
House
funeral.
Party.
No, it was about a funeral, and like Tony Braxton was in it, and Jada Pinkett Smith, and
Oh my
Whoopi
gosh, Kingdom
Goldberg.
Come, Kingdom
Huh?
Come,
Kingdom
Kingdom
Come.
Come.
It was too much.
It
It
was
was.
that's girl, but I love that movie though.
It's
Love
funny,
that
but it was
movie.
too much. I like to see things where you kind of have the veteran actors kind of bring in the people who just, they might have done some things, but we don't know them. You know what I'm saying? And it just, to me, I like the chemistry a whole lot better. And it introduces you to new faces. You know what I'm saying? You get tired of black people being typecast in certain roles, and they always get, the black roles, and that's still happening. If that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is still happening. The same people are getting cast in certain things. And so I'm glad that right now what's happening in Hollywood, with like Zendaya, for instance, she's making sure that any project she's involved in, that she's producing and she's directing. I think she's gotten into directing. So she makes sure she hires, African American and women to come in and do things, do jobs, do the thing. So I'm excited, to see that, and to see that we are giving
Mm-hmm.
each other hands up, and not handouts, but we're helping one another, grow in that area. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, I just like the dynamics, and I love both shows. Like, y'all, please stop trying to pick them shows against each other. As a matter of fact, Run the World premieres May the 26th. Make sure y'all are in front of your TVs on Stars. I love it. Okay. And Harlem just wrapped its season. It showed the last 2 episodes of this season and left a huge cliffhanger. So make sure y'all check that out on Amazon Prime. Um, Real quick, I know I don't have it on the docket, but I want to give flowers to Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors, especially Jonathan Majors, because let me tell you right now, that man
The Ant,
right there
on Ant-Man.
is killing the game. I don't care what nobody says. Right now, that man is it.
I'm about to text you something. Hold on. I'm about
Okay,
to text you
that's fine.
something. I saw this on, and I had the
You talking about the pictures?
girl. Hold on. Hold on.
Okay,
Hold on.
that man, his acting skills are superb. I'm saying that man right there. I know before he played on Lovecraft Country, he was on that he did a couple of movies or whatever. And so I saw those movies. He is a phenomenal actor. Yes, he's on Ant-Man, and actually we were introduced to his character on Low Key. Um oh sweet God. All this chocolate, Jesus.
All of the chocolate.
All of it. Um So I want to give him his flowers. He did a phenomenal job in Ant-Man. He is going to be across the Marvel universe. So he started off on Loki. The character that he plays is Kang the Conqueror, who is a big Marvel villain. And the fact that he got this role is like really big, in Marvel world. And so with him, I don't know who calling me. Oh, I have called him back. So with him having that opportunity, he is doing his thing. And I want to say this, although he's playing a villain, I think he's picking up where I feel like Chadwick left off. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Chadwick had the opportunity. They had him sign, I know, at least to a 5-picture deal. Um, which I think they could have expanded Black Panther even more. And I feel like they probably will, because it's more of that story to tell. And T'Challa was not the only Black Panther, right? Um, oh Lord, I hate. I'm gonna call you back. Um, so um, I'm finna delete this app off my phone because I don't like it. Um,
What app?
it's an app. Um, It's an app that I got a new phone. Let's start with that. Got a new phone. I thought I was gonna be team iPhone, and then that man said he could give me a free upgrade. he gonna give me a free upgrade, and I took the free upgrade, so I have the S23.
Mm-hmm.
It really has a lot of the same features as the iPhone because although you people think you're superior to us, Samsung, really built your phone. So so what? Okay. Um, so shit. I want to drop it already. So with that being said,
Please don't drop it.
I know but it's in a very sturdy case. I bought the case and the screen protector and the
Girl,
whole nine.
put your phone on silent.
You're right.
Because it's going to go off. They
Yeah,
keep
it is.
texting you and texting you.
I know. Oh shit. Some shit is hitting the fan. Okay. So um so thank you, sir. Oh wow. I feel like this is popcorn shrimp. Okay. So I think he's picking up, in my opinion, where Chadwick left off, but he's also playing other important characters. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I just watched Devotion. It's on Paramount Plus. It didn't do well at the movie theaters but he was the only black flight person in his squad in the Navy or whatever. Really good movie. Loved it. I didn't see the end of it because I fell asleep, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch the end. But it was a really, really good movie. About this man's struggle as a black pilot in the 50s. And I want to say this is like the North Korean War or something. I'm not sure if this is that when that's about when the North Korean War started, maybe. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a thing. And to see that this man, had to face adversity, being the only black person to do what he loved to do what he wanted to do. So he has range. I've seen him play all kinds of characters at this point. Jonathan Majors is that guy. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. All of the guys are killing it in the game, but Jonathan Majors right now, he's gonna be put on my list like a Giancarlo Esposito. That's where his range is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm loving Jonathan Majors, like totally completely. Anything he's in, I'm gonna watch because that man is just phenomenal. The whole film could be trash. I'm gonna watch it because that man and his acting skills are amazing. So just wanted to put that out there. Just wanted to give him his flowers. By the way, Creed 3 does premiere this Friday in the movie theaters, directed by Michael B. Jordan. Um, and I want to see it. I definitely want to see that. So I think it's gonna be a good movie. Um, Next on our dockets, um, next on the docket,
It's only the kids.
and I might not be able to look at it. And I'm well, yeah, maybe. Okay. Um, so next we have Zendaya. So Zendaya is going to be making now. Hold on, let me back up. Zendaya ain't going nowhere. There was a rumor going around, a very nasty and disgusting rumor going around saying that Zendaya was not doing Euphoria. And then I was like, that don't make sense because they paused making Euphoria because she went to go make that other movie that I didn't understand the first part of, and they got a part two too. So, Doom. I tried
Oh,
to watch it like 3 or 4 times. I watched the old version of it. I kept falling asleep on this new version. Okay. And they got a part two to it. So the reason why we're not getting a new episodes of Euphoria until next year is because Zendaya was filming that she had on her schedule was Doom. Doom was next. So that's what kept us
mm-hmm.
waiting a year on Euphoria. So, with that being said, Zendaya's back. Zendaya's gonna be making $1 million per episode, and I'm super excited about that. Because you know, when I think about for the cast of Friends and how they band together for each of them to get $1 million per episode. The same with The Big Bang Theory. Black shows don't get to do the same thing, which is wild.
Mm-mm.
Living Single tried to do something similar. I remember they got Kyle fired. So just a thought, just putting that out there. So for her, in my mind, this is big. Now, you should get everybody $1 million per episode. No, it's too many of them niggas in their show to get $1 million per episode. It ain't 6 of them. It's like 60 of them, right? So they ain't gonna be able to do it. So they agents gonna have to make it work. But for her to be a black female, she is going to be the highest black highest black paid female. It was too many syllables. Don't be looking at me like that. Highest black paid female on network television. I think this is amazing. So she's even beat out Angela Bassett, because Angela Bassett is getting $450,000 per episode. So on 911. So she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing. I'm super excited. I see that look. I see that look. So shout out to Zendaya and the guys over there at Euphoria. I hope y'all get back to work very, very soon, because in a minute I'm gonna need my Euphoria fix, because we ain't getting no show this year. So the FCC is mad at Rihanna because they said she gave off pornographic overtones because a pregnant woman grabbed herself and touched her butt.
Well, you saw what they did with Janet Jackson.
Janet showed boob. Rihanna had on, she was fully
clothed. Janet didn't show boob. Justin Timberlake showed the boob.
Nevertheless, get over it. That's how I feel. You're funny. I don't agree with. I mean, and here's the thing: the right wing people are crazy. So I didn't think anything of it. I barely saw it. Let's talk about that, because the performance is what, 10, 11 minutes? She had to pack all these songs into that short period of time. And she's good and pregnant. Let it go. Let the pregnant lady touch on herself. That's how I feel. It's not that big of a deal. Let the pregnant lady touch on herself. Okay. So there's a white student who is suing Howard. Suing Howard because they felt like, they were discriminated against. And they're suing Howard.
Okay, how are they discriminated against? Because it's an HBCU?
So let me kind of break it down. It's a racial discrimination suit. So this white student got expelled. Let's start there. And this is courtesy of The Hill. .com. Make sure y'all go and watch. I mean, not watch, but go check that website out. An expelled white student is suing Howard University, a historically black school, for $2 million of what he claims is racial discrimination, citing pain, suffering, emotional anguish, and damage to his reputation. Michael Newman was expelled in September after attending Howard Law School starting in 2020. Newman alleges in his suit that the school created a hostile education environment and argues that he suffered depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and as a result, of public ostracism, vilification, and humiliation. Newman apparently became the target of criticism by other students when he made remarks about where he parts from the Black community, saying in a group chat with other students that Black people believe government solves problems. I only see it causing problems, according to the suit. Newman made further comments in the class settings that other students took exception to, that the suit alleges that some conspired to seek his expulsion. Um, when everything just kind of came to a head, um, he made he posted a photo of a slave with a scar on his back with the caption, "But we don't know what he did before the picture was taken." So here's my thing, Mr. Newman. Because I ain't finna read no more of this. Because basically you did it to yourself. How you enrolled in a Black school and you racist? I just want to know how you go to a historically Black college or university and you racist. Why could you not get into the white schools? There are some lower caliber. There are some lower caliber white law schools that you could have attended with your people. Now you're mad because the people got mad because you was being a racist. I hope they throw that out.
And you know what? I was looking at TikTok, and there was this dude, white supremacist dude, went to Barnes and Noble and said he was offended by the Black History and it was like it'd be different if the whole bookstore was filled with Black History stuff. It was a little table. Okay. I'm like, okay, so go ahead. I'm tired.
And the folks wasn't paying him no mind. Let's talk about that.
Sure wasn't.
I was like, oh, okay, we'll call corporate. The one Black dude said, you know what I'm not finna do? I'm not finna do this. It's crazy. I get freedom of speech, but we should all be able to live in the country civilly without the dissension, period. I should not have to worry about your hatred towards me, and you don't even know me as a person. You hate me because of the color of my skin. You are racist, sir, and you're suing Howard, and you the racist because they had a problem with you expressing yourself racially. Sir, stop. Make it stop. It doesn't make sense. I can't. I simply cannot. I hope they throw it out. Beale Street Music Festival is coming up. And normally they have a couple of good acts. You know what your child is doing to you, what my children have done to me.
I know, right?
Since I've been podcasting. So
parenting is very hard.
Huh?
Because parenting is very hard.
It is. It really, really is. Y'all even understand when you be trying to be a parent.
On here, I'm single.
Make it stop. Make it stop. Who, Father? Who said this was okay?
He's 17, y'all, so don't.
17, not 18 yet. He is 17. Okay. Okay. So the artists that we have lined up for the Beale Street Music Festival, I'm waiting on to pop up. The RHOGT are gonna be here. My all-time favorite band. Earth, Wind, and Fire is gonna be here.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Glorilla is gonna be here. PJ Morton is gonna be here. I'm extremely excited. It's a mofo. Tyke T, who is a phenomenal artist from right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
I got a feeling my child gonna ask me if he can go.
I mean, listen, Wendy, real talk, I think we should go.
Girl, you know I don't do crowds like that, right?
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
I will explain later.
Okay.
I think about it.
It's gonna be good. I like it. I'm really considering getting 3-day passes. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to.
How much are 3-day passes?
I can't remember. I'll go look and see. I know they ain't the same $75+ that I paid back in the day. So I have to
like
see.
100 or two. You
Right.
know,
No,
prices of
I hope it ain't
inflation.
$200, and they don't know if they having it on the river or not. Look,
Prices of inflation.
I got you.
Well,
But
are
I'm
you
saying it's
going?
one
You're
of
going to
those.
Beyonce's, right?
Well, so Beyonce's tickets for the nosebleeds were not that bad. Um, I spent $100 on. I spent 200 or some dollars on tickets for me and my mom to go and see Maxwell. So I don't have a problem with spending to well now not for the no. Well, I understand it's Beyonce, so for the nosebleed seats I would be okay. But if I'm gonna get a good seating, or in Beale Street Music Festival's case, good standing, which every time I've gone, we've had prime spots, and it normally rains during music
Oh
festival.
yeah. And see, that's another thing. I don't got time to get sick.
Well, I will tell you, every time that I have gone, I did not get sick, and I had my rain boots on, like I was prepared. So, but I still want to talk about how they still don't know if they having the Tom Lee Park, because they ain't signed no contract with nobody. Because Tom Lee Park trying to charge them the string, and they ain't going. So Beale Street Music Festival is gonna be. It's normally the first weekend in May. So if you do plan on coming to this auspicious event, because I'm excited about the lineup.
They're announcing the lineup tomorrow. Sorry.
Huh?
They're announcing the lineup tomorrow.
It's already been announced. It's out.
Oh,
It
I
was
thought this
announced
morning.
today, sis. No.
Oh, that must have been Sunday night. They were going to announce it the next day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jasmine Sullivan,
Oh.
The Roots, Earth, Wind, and Fire, The Lumineers. I like The Lumineers. Glorilla, Gary Clark Jr., Ziggy Marley, PJ Morton, Drew Hill, Lucinda Williams. I'm just picking out people that we know. The Barcades, of course, they hometown. Cameo, Marcy's Playground. I'm familiar with them. It's gonna be a hoot. I'm excited.
Okay, so if they can't have it at Tom Lee Park, where they supposed to have it?
So you know they had it at the fairgrounds last year because they were working on Tom Lee Park. They're done with everything apparently.
Okay, I was like, so Tom Lee Park done?
Huh?
I said, so is Tom Lee Park done?
From my understanding, everything's done and they can come back. But they're charging them a whole lot more than they've ever charged them before. And they were like, well, we got renovations and y'all got this and y'all got that. So they're supposed to be working out a deal. I hope it's worked out because y'all are advertising this. I do know that they do have some of the performances down at Handy Park. That's the other part of it. So Handy Park is on Beale Street.
Okay. So according to the ticket sales for 3-day tickets, the 3-day passes, the early bird tier 1 was $165. It's gone. They got a scratch on that. The tier 2 was $185. It's gone. Oh, so now they're at tier 3, which is $205.
I'll see. I'm gonna see what nights everybody come on.
Single tickets, tier 1 is $80. Tier 2 is $85. Tier 3 is $90. And at the gate is $95.
Okay. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do.
And hold on. There's more. If you get the 3-day VIP passes, which is $9.95.
Oh no. No. I don't want to see them niggas that bad. I'm not get no VIP means it better mean for $9.95 that I'm meeting some folk. That's what that better mean. You know what I'm saying? Take me to the king if I'm spending $9.95.
You have a designated viewing at each stage.
That's it.
On a raised covered platform with an unobstructed view. Limited seating available, first come, first serve. Dedicated VIP entry lanes with in and out privileges. Access to VIP only bars serving wine and beer. 5 drink tickets per day to redeem for complimentary alcoholic drinks. VIP access to the VIP only air conditioned restroom. Complimentary snacks and non alcoholic drinks. And then you have the 2023 Beale Street Music Festival poster, hat, and shirt. Access to VIP only Xfinity charging stations. Nowhere does it say you get to meet any of the people.
Not for no 995. Now let me say this. Play things like Coachella, bigger music festivals. I would have to plan a year in advance.
This is not Coachella.
This
is not Coachella, but go ahead.
You are correct. That's the point I'm making. Things like Coachella. I know how the ticket prices are probably, and their tickets ain't $1,000, but I digress. They're like 5 something, depending on what night, what day what weekend you going, because it's a 2 weekend event. Let's talk about how I'm not spending $1,000 and they don't charge $5.95. They don't charge for $5.95 in California. So no, I'm good on it. I will spend the regular ticket prices and I'm okay with it because I will just be buying for me. I will be buying for no one else but moi. Okay. So I might be able to swing the 205 if I can get them. Or I might, depending on what days, because
that's why I'm trying to look at the lineup.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull it up and my computer's slow as heck.
Yeah, mine being slow tonight too. So yeah. Why you doing that? We're gonna switch gears a little bit.
Okay, switch gears. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac.
I feel like there was a missed opportunity.
I was mad at the colorism thing. I'm like, why?
That was a missed opportunity. Now, let me say this. I do appreciate Karen and Ashley for stepping up and saying they acknowledge their privilege as lighter complected women.
Well, I think Ashley was the one that said it. However, Karen was the one that had to put it in terms so they can understand what Candace was saying.
Right, because Dumb and Dumber don't understand nothing.
And I'm like, for especially for Giselle to have brown color girls, you should have been really in the topic.
I find it interesting because you have some people who feel like, and I've experienced this, and I'm not to take away from lighter skinned girls being teased or what have you. I've never seen the light skinned girls getting teased in school because I was the darkie and I was the one that got teased. So when people can acknowledge that there is a problem and stop trying to be like, but what about me? But what am I? It's a problem. That doesn't mean that there's not a problem with you, but this is a problem. And this is a societal problem because this is how society raised us. You and let me say, I'm not taking Giselle's beauty away at all. She got to fix some things, her neck and her ankles or whatever. But
I am not with you.
But I feel like we should acknowledge some things. You don't like Wendy. That has nothing to do with. First of all, to get mad at somebody for defending themselves, I think is wrong.
And then hold on, but this is what tripped me out. So they said, they compared the situation to Ashley. I mean, not Ashley, to the Monique situation. Well, this was very different from what she went through with Monique. It was horrific. It was violent. True that. However, it's the same thing. You act like you had to have a bodyguard to protect you from Monique. For
what? Because let me say this, because she was afraid that she was next. Because Monique read that thing for Phil. Let me say this. It's rumored that Robin is not going to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Giselle,
who you got?
you're gonna be in the minority because there's Ashley, who is kind of sort of playing both sides.
Who's wish-washing?
No, Ashley's not wish-washing.
She's Switzerland. Let's say she's Switzerland.
I'm gonna say neutral. Switzerland. Mia's wish-washing.
Yes.
And you can't trust that thing because she lies every minute, every opportunity she get. Let's talk about how they done
when them slept with Peter. Come on. I was like, you know what?
Sis, you're reaching. The reach is so far. Not only that, how about the internet to find out Mia's age?
How old is Mia?
So remember, Mia kept saying she's known Jacqueline since she was 15, and they both say they've been friends for 30 years. 15 plus 30 is what?
45.
There you go.
That's math.
You know she was saying she was 30-something last season. You remember that? All you do is lie, boo.
Yeah. So, I gave her a pass about lying on her age because a lot of women lie about their age. You know. But she's just a pathological liar.
You just lie about everything. And let me say this. Everything Jacqueline
says, I believe Jacqueline. I'm sorry, she ain't that cute. All that plastic surgery, you're not that cute.
And your skin ain't fixed. You have craters on your skin, sis. Craters.
So, do you think when her friend Jacqueline came on the show, when folks were gravitating towards Jacqueline, you know, and liking Jacqueline, she kind of did not like that.
I don't think she liked it.
And she started talking bad about her so they can look at her side, so they can look at Jacqueline's side.
That's exactly what happened. I believe that's exactly what happened. And the even sadder part about this is that her family took you in as their own. This ain't just no regular friend. Y'all grew up like sisters. So for your family to see you on TV trashing they blood, they got a problem with it. They got a real problem with it. Then for you to be in Wendy's business and clowning her about Peter, and now your business is crumbling and you don't even know the difference between the board and a person who get paid. Like, no, I can't get behind it. And Giselle is utterly disgusting. She's disgusting.
They both are.
She's a pretty lady. And let me say this, I'm not going to lie, she messy. So I watch the show for her messiness. I absolutely do. But to say that you're going to uphold somebody's mess because you don't like somebody.
It's like, I don't like Wendy. I'm like, really?
So I don't care about that. Okay, cool. Bet. That's how we are. So here is my thing.
But hold on. But this will trip me out. When Andy was trying to talk to her about her hysterectomy and stuff like that. Can we talk about this later? No, we're talking about this now.
And I need Andy to continue to keep his foot on her neck. I need the producers to keep their feet. I'm sorry, I said foot. Their feet on her neck because she needs to open up more. She really could have used this season to walk down this journey. She really kind of glossed over it. You know, they show her talking to Robin about it a little bit, and then they show her talking to her kids about it. What was that, like 20 seconds in 2 episodes? Like,
right.
That wasn't enough. And a lot of women go through that. Now, people did thank her for at least sharing the part of her journey that she shared.
And like Candace said, that was the only time you was real.
Period. And I agree. I totally completely agree. So Candace and Giselle's feud is going to carry over into the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, and Candace is going to bring up the Simon and the Portia thing. And Portia and Leah, who is Leah, by the way? What show was she? Which Real Housewives was she on?
New York, New
Oh,
York.
she was on New York.
Yeah, she was on the last 2 seasons of New York.
Okay, she and Portia don't gel, and of course I'm tired of Whitney and Heather. Oh my god! But they are gonna touch on how Heather was riding for Jen, and Jen was clearly guilty. So I definitely want to see her try to backpedal her way out of this because she went on social media and was like, "Well, either she lied to me or she lied to the judge, sis." Um, so I want to see this. I'm interested in this because the last one, I love Eva, I love Phaedra. Their last season was trash. I could not. Y'all, I couldn't do it.
I
Did you
guess that's why they're trying to do a redo at
of
the
them for next?
Maltese.
They need to go somewhere. They don't need to be in nobody's house.
I think they're because it's a thing going on in Brandy it was okay, Phaedra. I know Phaedra's there, Eva was there, and Brandy, and I think some another person was called back to do it. And so Caroline Manzo, she was on the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Right.
She abruptly left. Left
Brandy
because
touched
of Brandy. Yes.
Allegedly. Oh, hold
Allegedly.
on. Where my banner? Where is my banner? Allegedly touched her hoo-ha. So she rolled, Brandy rolled. I don't know if they brought replacements or if they continued on with the rest of the chicks. I'm not sure. But I hope they went somewhere other than somebody's house. Because that was not exciting at all. I want to see them have experiences. I want to see you go out. Like when they did the island, I enjoyed that. I want the Thailand thing. They're going to get to do different. That's what I want to see. I want to see them experience stuff and how they react to said experiences on the trip. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. So, take notes, Bravo, Peacock, whomever. This is what I want to see. I want to see them go on multiple trips, and I want them to do the things that the tourists do, and I want to see how that work out for them. I literally do. But yes, Candace and Giselle's beef is going to carry over. Portia is going to have to take sides. From my understanding, they've made up. You know, she talked about the girl taking the man from the woman, but she ended up at the girl's wedding. Let's start with that. Let's talk about that. And her mama went to her wedding. So we'll see how this new season turns out. Anything you are watching on the telly that you want to share?
Okay, so I watched an interesting so you know the Murdoch trials are going on.
I've been following it since that man killed them children. Oh, I mean, go ahead.
Okay, so Netflix got call a documentary,
right,
about how the son that he killed basically killed this one girl.
Right, on the boat. I'm telling you, I've been following this story. Now I want to see the Netflix special, but this done been on 2020. It done been, baby. Listen,
and so it's interesting because I saw all of it. It was just interesting how this is coming to play for real.
And how this man tried to kill himself and he missed. Hey, let's start with that. How you miss?
He hired somebody to kill him,
and the person missed. That wasn't the one for you, boo. That was not the person to hire to kill you. You should have got references. You should have seen if that man could shoot. Y'all should have went to a gun range. I just feel like there are ways to vet your killer. You know what I'm saying?
and especially if you want to pay him.
So yeah, he's the dumbest criminal ever. Cause he's bad at everything he's done. It's crazy. And he was embezzling the money from his law firm too. So
Girl,
I'm
the
telling you,
law firm that his great grandfather.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna watch that. But I've been following that
So,
case since the
so
beginning.
it's real good. It is real good. It
I've
is
been
real
following it
good.
since the beginning. So
And then also Jordan Peele got a new movie out on Netflix called The Strays.
I heard about that. Is it scary?
I haven't seen it yet,
Okay.
but I
Okay.
watched the trailer and I was like, "Oh, doggy!"
Oh God. Okay. May or may not be ready for that one. Um. So I watched the entire season of the Miss Pat show. And I'm telling you, I was tickled from beginning to the end. And of course, as always, they touch on some very real issues. And I'm gonna find the password for you. I feel like somebody got in my BET account because when I logged in to watch the show, somebody was like already on episode 7 or 8. I know I ain't gave Timberland my BET Plus password. I don't know who else I might have given it to, but somebody had watched the Miss Pass show. I'm just gonna put it out there right now. But I'm gonna make sure you get the password because I'm gonna figure it out. Okay. Uh I'm gonna realize figure it out. It was funny, it was hilarious. I enjoyed it. Um and what else have I watched? It's something else I watched and I can't think right now. I do think um let me see. I want to see Creed. The Mandalorian is coming up. I'm trying to think of anything else that's coming out. And I can't think right now. When I know that the Escape SWV docu series is coming out.
Isn't it coming out like this coming up week, or is it after the Real Housewives of Potomac?
I feel like it's after. But it's coming up.
No,
And
I'm thinking. You know what? I'm thinking it is this weekend coming up because Family Karma has went off.
that show was such a snooze fest. I just couldn't get into it. I just
Mm.
couldn't. I'm sorry, I could not. Did the people get married? It seemed like every episode they was talking about marriage and weddings. I
Yeah, they finally
did
got their
they?
wedding on. Yeah,
Oh my god, cause okay. So yeah, that's all I got tonight. I'm as
that's
tired.
all I got tonight as well too.
I am
I'm
so
trying to think if there's anything else.
I do know that Snowfall is back. I know you ain't watched it. Snowfall is back on FX. I have to finish last season before I delve into this season. But Franklin Saint is my guy.
Okay, so also they have I don't know if you've been watching Married at First Sight.
You know, I ain't even touched this season with a 10-foot pole. I have not started or began at all.
But they came out with Love at First Sight UK.
The only foreign one that I watched was the one in Australia.
Australia. And I like the way Australia did the
I
way
like
they did.
Australia's situation, but I don't know that I would be because I can't. It takes me through too many emotional roller coasters, and only for everybody to get divorced. I need some people to make it to the end, like
That's
continue to
all
be married.
really just to make it.
I don't know. Love is Blind is getting ready to come back too, season 4. Yeah, that's getting
I'm
ready.
so tired of that too. I'm like, I know you saw the other second part of the After the Ring.
No, I was over it, child. Them folk them broke up. I'm straight. I'm tired. Super exhausted. Don't really care. Y'all married, great. Have any house. Um, did the other two people break up? The ballerina.
No, no, they still together, and the
Okay.
big chick is and the big girl with the dude is still
Oh, they
together.
ain't never getting divorced. He's signed the prenup. He all in. They ain't never getting a divorce. If they get a divorce, I'd be shocked because I think they genuinely fell for each other for real. Um, but I don't know about that ballerina and that other child. I don't know because they ain't even living together yet. So we'll see. Let's see what else. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
all I got. Hmm?
Yeah, that's the only thing else I've been watching. Then I've been watching Love Island UK too, so it's so funny.
All over these love shows, aren't ya?
It's just funny because it's like I think the producers are saying whenever somebody say something, go yeah, 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 oh yeah, 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 oh yeah, no, yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody have a conversation, say, yeah, 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 oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You know what? A show I did watch with my sister that's on HBO Max. It came out either last year or the year before last. Year before last. The Great Soul Food Cook Off. It's really, really good.
I
And I
saw
saw it
that.
on OWN. Saw the preview on OWN, but it's on HBO Max the whole season. So check that out. It's really good. It's really, really good. And
I think I saw that.
you'll be shocked at who wins. But it's really, really good. Really good. Um, I love that show. Okay, we're about to get out for here.
Yeah, because I
Cause
know you
I'm about to
tired.
go to sleep momentarily because I have work in the morning and drop the kid off at school.
Me
So
too.
we will see you guys next week. I think I have a regular week next week. The week after we'll talk about, but I have a regular week next week. So we should be able to do a Sunday and a Monday episode. Well, we out. Holla at y'all
Yeah.
later.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.